Hi, folks. Welcome back to Cortisco's Corner. Progressives furious over Supreme Court Justice Alito's comments. Alito takes unexpected stance during a virtual event. The progressives are always furious about something. Always mad, always angry, always bitching, always squawking constantly without stop. As a group, they're got to be the most unhappiest people I have ever seen. Everything is an outrage. Everything's the end of the world. You know what that sounds like? Sounds like a teenage girl having a temper tantrum. I got what I want and I want it now. You're not fair. Blah, blah, blah. It sounds just the same. Jesus, give me a break with this. I do have to say, though, in all fairness, not to them, but to the article here, it's very rare for a Supreme Court justice to give out an opinion like this. Now, they give out opinions all the time, but not at public events as a rule. They might talk about individual cases, but Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito has come under fire from congressional Democrats. Oh, what a shocker. After he gave an unusually charged address Thursday evening, hitting conservative talking points he believes have become unpalatable in the political climate. Conservative talking points. How about just, it is what it is. For many today, religious liberty is not a cherished freedom. Yeah, for many it's not. I'll tell you the truth, folks. Before we get into this, freedom to worship, freedom of religion, First Amendment free speech rights, those are the canaries in the coal mine. And when those go, the rest of it goes. How does that saying go? The reason why the Second Amendment on the right to bear arms is second, just in case they take away the First Amendment. There's a lot of truth to that. And we're going to see what's going to happen here. There's a lot at stake. Anyway, for many today, religious liberty is not a cherished freedom. It's often just an excuse for bigotry and can't be tolerated, even when there is no evidence that anyone has been harmed. Some religious people don't believe in same-sex marriage. They think it's a sin. It doesn't make them homophobes. It doesn't make them evil people. I could care less one way or the other. I mean, in all fairness. I'll tell you the truth, government should just get out of the marriage business anyway. But I digress. Alito also, during a virtual event with the Federalist Society's National Lawyers Convention, a conservative legal network. The question we face is whether our society will be inclusive enough to tolerate people with unpopular religious beliefs. And therein lies the crux of it. They're all for equality, the progressives and the leftists, and they're all for blah, 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 everything, except for people that disagree with them. It sounds like a spoiled brat. Alito's question was immediately answered by Democrats who took issue with his argument that the landmark Supreme Court ruling on same-sex marriage has actually fueled religious intolerance. Do you really care if you're a same-sex couple? I'm not married at all. I'm not gay. I'm straight. But if you were, any of you out there that are same-sex marriage, do you give a crap what some church organization says they think it's evil that you're married? Do you really care? The people that I know that are gay or lesbian, I've been told, what the hell do I care what those people think? Gee, maybe I'll follow the advice of the people you're trying to protect, which they never do. And that's the amazing part. They assume they represent these people, and they really don't, because those people they're representing go, why don't you just shut up? Homophobic rhetoric isn't a matter of free speech. It's a matter of hate speech. First of all, there's no such thing as hate speech. It is so ill-defined. How can you possibly define it? Something that offends me is hate speech, which means I can pick anything I want to offend me to shut you up. That's what this is all about. Yeah, people say some horrendous things. Welcome to the world. Grow up. Representative Jimmy Gomez, Democrat from California, what a shocker, said on Friday, Twitter's Friday, we are stunning harmful words from Justice Alito. Stunning and harmful. My God, I don't know how many people that are gay are just in tears over this. They don't give a crap. Unbelievable. Goldman has also pointed to another Supreme Court case that reaffirmed the right to same-sex marriage. In 2015, Guffrell versus Hodges case, which found that the right to marry is guaranteed under the Due Process Clause and Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. All right, so that's the way they found. Like I said, I could care less either. It's a funny story. You all know Dave Rubin, of course. He did a small video with his husband, younger guy, and they both met the president a few months back. Dave Rubin's friend's been Don Jr., and they brought him out back, and they introduced him. He goes, "Hey, who's this?" "Well, I'm on Tucker a lot." And the president realized who Dave Rubin was. And, "Who's this guy?" He says, "That's my husband." And he said, "Wow, you guys are married?" And he said, "Yeah." He goes, "That's great. Good for you." He goes to the younger guy, "Your problem is you're way too good looking." And then he turns to him and says, "I don't give a shit. Nobody's given a shit for a long time. Nobody cares." And during the video, Dave Rubin's husband says, "That must really suck for the president." And he goes, "What do you mean?" That every time he meets someone who's gay, he's got to say, "I'm not a homophobe and I don't care." That must really suck for him. And it does. And I got to do it in my store every day after the names I've been called. It sucks. Of course, I'm not the president, but it still sucks. This is just as Elizabeth Warren, that's the one that pretended to be Native American so she could get into college, probably get a lot of it free, and then advance as a professor, is talking about ethics. This is sweet. Oh, my God. Are these people even self-aware at all? Supreme Court justices aren't supposed to be political hacks, Warren said. This right-wing speech is nakedly partisan. Oh, my God. You got to have a set on you. It's just an expression. I know she's a woman. You got to have a set on you to be that hypocritical. They talk about ethics from Elizabeth Warren. It's like taking financial advice from Bernie Madoff. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Oh, God. Restore some integrity to our court by forcing justices to follow the ethics rules other federal justices follow. Oh, God. And then he put on there, she put, Sam Alito, didn't even call him Justice Alito. That's the disrespect right there, period. I do not care for Barack Obama. 99% of what he did, I did not like. If I met him, I would say, "Sir, Mr. President, President Obama, how are you? Nice to meet you." I met Bill Clinton once, shook his hand. He's still the president. You show respect for the office. Sam Alito, ass, delivers grievance-laden, ultra-partisan speech to the Federalist. Alito claimed that public criticism of anti-gay advocate constitutes an assault on free speech. It does. It does. If free speech protects the things you don't like, the things you find even repulsive, if it protects the people you don't like, it protects everyone. You can't pick and choose. Just like you can't pick and choose what votes and what ballots are more important than others. But I digress, but it's still the 14th Amendment. Just like the amendment that the Supreme Court ruled gay marriage was legal. While Supreme Court justices do issue opinions, it is rare for a justice to do so during an event. But Alito also used his 30-minute speech to address what he believes is an attack on conservative values. One of the great challenges for the Supreme Court going forward will be to protect freedom of speech. He's right. Look at the college campuses for starters. And then look at the rally for President Trump in Washington. 99% of the violence is on one side, the left and the progressives. That's free speech, folks. And even if you don't agree with those people, that's the canary in the coal mine. Everybody knows what that is. When that canary goes, it's death. Though that freedom is falling out of favor in some circles, we need to do whatever we can to prevent it from becoming a second-tier constitutional right. Absolutely. I think that's one of the reasons why they put it first. It's that important. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Most important. And a very close second is the Second Amendment. Your right to protect yourself and bear arms. To protect yourself and also protect yourself from a tyrannical government. Period. I'm not even a lawyer and I know that. He also drew a line in the sand against criticism from congressional Democrats on the Supreme Court, though he did not address the recent calls to expand the High Court after the appointment of Justice Amy Coney Barrett. The justice said, let's go back to some basics. The Supreme Court was created by the Constitution, not by Congress. And under the Constitution, we exercise judicial power of the United States. He said, according to the Wall Street Journal. Congress has no right to interfere with that work any more than we have the right to legislate. And there it is. There it is. The progressives and the leftists have always tried to use the judicial branch of government, any level, state, federal, even Supreme Court, as a branch of the legislature. And that's what they want to do now. And that's why they were so pissed off when Donald Trump, looks like he might get one term, at least one term for now, got 3 Supreme Court justices. Their weapon to pound people they don't like over their head is being taken away from them. It's like a little kid with a toy. He cries when he loses it and you take it away from him. The judicial branch, Supreme Court, the lower federal courts, even the state legislatures are not an extension of the legislature to help you pass your laws. Period. And they've always been like that. Always. They use intimidation and violence, and then they use the court to go after people and destroy their lives. They've been doing it for years, and now their toy's being taken away from them, and they're pissed. Too bad. Too bad. Good for you, Justice Alito. We all know that you thought it, but it's more importantly you said it out loud. I'll read this paragraph again because I think it's that important. Let's go back to some basics. The Supreme Court was created by the Constitution, not by Congress. And under the Constitution, we exercise judicial power of the United States. Congress has no right to interfere with that work any more than we have the right to legislate, because the progressives and the leftists see it as the same. And normal people, rational people, people that have read the Constitution, even a small glance at it can tell that's not the case. Good for you, sir. Good for you. I wish I could vote for you for Supreme Court Justice, but unfortunately you're there for life, or fortunately I should say. So you can say what you want and believe what you want. And freedom of speech is being curtailed. I'm going to start something here. I think I hope it catches on. I'm only a small YouTube channel and podcast. The resistance was the word that they used to go against President Trump. The resistance, the resistance. And the wall's been used pretty good. You know, the wall that the president tried to put up and did a lot of it. I think the term and the word that we're going to use, even if President Trump wins or he doesn't, even more importantly, if he doesn't succeed, is the firewall. We are the firewall. We're stopping the rest of the building from burning down. The side of the progressives and the Democrats are on is on fire. And we don't want the entire building to burn. The people that are resisting, the progressives and the leftists and most Democrats, are the firewall to keep the fire on their side and not burn it all down. We are the firewall. And I hope that catches on. And until next time, folks, goodbye and good luck.